We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments.
And we've got, it can be a circle. David, thanks. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Fox.
And his scoring numbers have been going in the right direction these past few years. He's gotten better and better at handling what those opposing defenses are throwing his way and finding ways to get his points all over the floor.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Holmes in at the 5 down low. And for the Pelicans, Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. Pelicans shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. The first one falls. Another year of record-breaking offense. Why is it, Chris, that great offense so often beats great defense?
Because defense is not about stopping you. It's about making you take the option that the defense wants. And so if we make a guy that doesn't shoot jumpers very well, if we stop all the penetration and make him shoot a jumper and he knocks it down, you just got to shake his hand. Sometimes it's great D, better offense. And we know this is a scoring league. And, you know, you can play the best defense in the world and have your hand up and, matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still going to knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you said.
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before. And it doesn't work with the greatness. No. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
Here's Ingram. The Kings getting the bucket. Lock at 6. Here's Holiday. No good with the layup.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Here's Fox. Misses in close. And here are the Pelicans. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one was played in Sacramento. And that one's good. Williamson.
I'm willing to give up on that possession. I love Williamson's commitment and attack mentality.
Fox passes to Bjelica. Chris, when Bjelica is on the floor, he certainly gives this offense a different look.
Yeah, Bjelica does a fantastic job spreading the floor and opening the lanes for the rest of the team. Doesn't have to play 30 minutes to make his impact felt out there on the floor. Just key stretches to free things up. Now, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Ball no good.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Fox, no good.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Holiday dishes to Williamson. From 13, Sacramento grabs the miss.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And it's Bogdanovic off the drive.
Outstanding at taking it to the cup. Now look, when Bogdanovic is in attack mode, it's great to watch.
Bjelica against Holiday. The dish to Williamson. And it's Bjelica with the foul. That's his first foul. Hard, he's checked in for New Orleans. Redick comes in for Drew Holiday. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for the Kings. Was shot by Redick, no good. Kings leading now by 6. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Drilled from 11 feet out.
And the mid-range game of Hield is excellent. Always got to play up on him when he has the ball.
Ball kicks to Redick. And that time, also a missed shot.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hadn't really for a long long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Sacramento making a switch here. Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Harry Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Here's Hart. Really had troubles in that loss to Sacramento. A steal. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Joseph leading the... And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Len. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Now, here's Redick. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To stop the drought.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring. You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Offensive rebound. Len got a piece of it, and he gets it back. The Pelicans have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
2 shots. And the first one drops. And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
That one goes in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the inside, here's Hayes. It's hauled in by the Kings. Lenz got rebound number 5 here tonight. Three-pointer, Hield sinks the three-pointer. Hield's got 9 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice...
Buddy Hield has been leading the charge for Sacramento. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Kings to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for New Orleans right now, Jackson is out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Okafor, and it's Hart in at the 3, the small forward. Lets it go.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
The shot by Redick, no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
A whole new cast of characters for the Pelicans. 3 promising first-round picks, Greg, and the young players acquired from the Lakers and veterans like Favors and Redick.
All of a sudden, a wealth of options for Alvin Gentry. Time will tell how they did in the AD trade, but seems like they're off to a nice start.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for Hart, and it's Holiday in for J.J. Redick. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Williamson is checked in for New Orleans. And then for Sacramento, Barnes, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdanovich comes in for Hield, and it's Fox in for Joseph.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
No question, GA. I mean, it takes skill and a certain level of fearlessness.
And Fox gets it to go.
Such an intelligent player. I mean, I love how Fox assesses these situations, and often he makes the right decision.
Ingram outside. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. Tries yet again. Okafor. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Ball's checked in for the Pelicans. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Here's Fox. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 6 points.
And if you give Fox the mid-range area, he'll take it. It's good seeing him improve from there.
Sacramento leading by 14. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Give it up for the D. No fear. You risk getting posterized. You know what, though? But you still take them on.
And it's Fox with the jam.
I mean, having a point guard who can attack the basket like Fox is priceless. I mean, they love to see him take it up strong like that.
And Holiday, here we go. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For New Orleans, they have only one missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them. That free throw good from Drew Holiday. See, well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement. And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they have 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball game, if that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense. Passes to Barnes. Back to Fox. Inside, it's tipped. The kick out to Barnes. A three-pointer off the mark. Pelicans trail by 12, and it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Sacramento making some changes. Harry Giles is checked in for Richaun Holmes, and Hield subbed in for Bogdanovich. And here's Ingram from the arc, and again, New Orleans has no luck. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
In a moment now to see some numbers for Hield. He's averaging 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the others can go focus on what they naturally do best.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Ingram. And a change for Sacramento. Joseph's checked in. So Favors will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. A 12-point game. It's off to Utah for him after this game as they take on the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. And the wide-open shot from Redick goes back up. And it's Favors laying it in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Got that one up quick. And that's now 11 points for Buddy Hield.
I like the confidence from Hill. Fantastic at transitioning from dribbling to shooting so quick.
Favors surveying the floor. Pass to Melly. Redick is in the corner. Puts up a 3. Can't hit that one. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. It's blocked by 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. They kick out to Hield. Back to Joseph. Hield left side. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Hart, and that one is stuffed right through.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you. It was a big-time first quarter from Buddy Hield. He had 11 points and 1 rebound. And that should...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's been getting it done is Buddy Hield.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
Yeah, Greg, this game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Richaun Holmes out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Barnes in at the 3 side. And Bjelica kicks to Fox. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. One-on-one here. Here's Holiday. Kept alive. Here's Williamson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Williamson's got 6 points. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
And once Fox has some speed behind him, it's a wrap. I mean, he's superb at using it to dunk.
Williamson, great positioning on the putback.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And Holmes now top of the key. Sacramento moving it around. And here's Barnes for 3. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Favors got 6 rebounds here tonight. Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, this is where Zion is improving, taking advantage of the defensive attention he receives.
Tries it from the top of the key. Fox, no good.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Just need to calm down, play their game.
For 3, Ingram doesn't go for him. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Sacramento leading by 6. Fox goes in. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. 12 points for him.
But we've seen more of this recently from Fox. A confident, efficient offensive player who looks to score often.
Back to Ingram. Ball finds Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. The pass to Favors. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. Here's Ball. With 1 on the clock. And the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, most of the time, even hard fouls won't stop Zion. One of the best in the league, already at finishing through contact.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Hayes, he's checked in for Favors. Josh Hart comes in for Brandon Ingram. J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. And it's Frank Jackson in for Lonzo Ball. Hield against Redick. Hield can't hit.
Oh, more good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And it's good, 2 points. Hart's got 5 points so far.
Oh, man, a solid score. You give Hart shots like these, he's ready to capitalize.
Here's a chance now to see the league leaders in three-point field goal percentage. Fourth, Redick.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
And the Kings making a change here. Giles is checked in. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's MO all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
From the top of the key, Hield with the bucket. And the Kings lead by 5.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Jackson looking it over. Pass to Hart. Here's Melly. Here's Hart. 5 points in the game. Gets a very good look and converts. Hart's got 4 points in the quarter. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment. And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Hield off the drive. And though Chris, he's known mostly for his shooting, Buddy Hield has been improving in other areas as well.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about ball handling, playmaking. I mean, they're notably better from early in his career. He's a solid rebounder who is definitely not a weak link on the defensive side as well.
Okafor is checked in for the Pelicans. Holiday comes in for Jackson. And a change for the Kings. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Kent Bazemore.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And another turnover here by New Orleans. Kings leading now by 7. Outside, Fox. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
Oh, he's got a role in this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
Here's Redick. Got it. Good job in the low post. Redick's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Exceptional at shooting off the pass. Redick's rapid-fire release often comes in handy.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the 3rd quarter. Both teams putting up points. The Kings on top. They're up by 6. Let's take a listen now to Alvin Gentry.
Got to be more aggressive on the offensive end right there. You know what? We got to get the ball moving. They overplay everything. If we get the ball.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Fox. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Then there's Okafor, and it's Melly in at the 4. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Fox finds Hield. Sacramento moving it around. Back to Fox. 5 to shoot. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
Driving with ferocity. I mean, when Fox puts it on the deck, he's fantastic at finding ways to finish.
And here's Holiday. Len grabs the board. Len's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. A moment to check out who the New Orleans Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Hawks, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Len. Bielitsa comes in for Giles. And it's Barnes in for Parker.
How about the inventiveness from Ingram? Not to only see his open teammate, but deliver the pass as well.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That'll put De'Aaron Fox on the line. Lonzo Ball picks one up. New Orleans making a switch here. Williamson's checked in. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Sacramento. We often talk about problems between the players and fans. I'm sure there are some things that fans do, Chris, that players do appreciate.
Oh, yeah, Kev. And you know what we really appreciate? The good trash-talking fans.
Oh, really?
The clean trash-talking fans. Oh, Webber, you suck. You can't shoot. So what? You just dunked on their whole team. Like, don't stop in the first quarter, good fans. You know, keep going when I'm giving it to you all game long. So you love that. You love the crowds, too, that don't need to be hyped up by a PA guy. You love the ones that are just so sincere. When they see that kissing camera come on, they go crazy. Or they're just cheering for both teams and great play, though they want their teams to win. And you love, again, the creative heckler, the one that had to think about it the day before, like the ones that comes in with the sign and it's a picture of you crying or look like you're crying with words under like, hey, you didn't get asked to prom today, or the face on Chris after he missed the shot. You love that because it is a great relationship. Don't be fooled, and you know this, Kevin. It's a great relationship between players and the fans, and we need those fans to heckle us because when you heckle the best players, you usually get their best game.
Takes it from 10, and Ingram with the basket on the assist by Ball. Ingram's got his first 2 points of the night.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
Fox. Pelicans pull it in. Ball's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Favors attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Favors has got it back down to single digits for the Pelicans.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he knocks down the first one.
And guys, I've heard that Fox honed a lot of his basketball skills by playing NBA 2K. What up, Fox? Well, check it out. He learned the art of the pick and roll on ball screens, and he says that he's just about unbeatable at that game, too. Hey, Fox, I got you, baby. We can play anytime you want to.
That's his 3rd personal foul. Shooting for New Orleans, Brandon Ingram. At the line for 2.
Gets the first, and that brings them within single digits.
Yeah, Kevin. And Ingram, he's shown some flashes, but now it's about being consistent. I mean, he has all the talent needed to be a star in this league.
Fox against Ball. Lays it up and banks it in. 23 points for De'Aaron Fox.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Sacramento leading by 8. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. They grabbed their own miss. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. It's Bielitsa outside Bogdanovich. Over in the corner, Barnes. Pass to Holmes. He kicks to Fox. Goes up again, and he lays it up and in. Fox has got 25 points in the game.
It's good seeing Fox work his magic down there, looking unafraid, even though he's not the biggest of guys.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Bangs home the trifecta.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Fox finds Bogdanovich, and it's Williamson with the rebound. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. They trail by 7. Fox against Ball. Fox, no good. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's Williamson. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And the legend just continues to grow. Zion Williamson could be an all-time great.
Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And he's checked in for Bogdanovich. 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Ball, the pass to Holiday. shot, high post. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Sacramento with the ball. And it's Hield off the drive. Count it, good.
Hield is so quick on the drive, blasting through the defense, easily getting all the way to the cup.
Here's Ball. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Nine seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep, Moore knocks down the trifecta. And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. A truly classy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging,
unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number
200.
Here's Tatum and
You play 2K
All the time.
You act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't lose.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on... And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for Jackson.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Now Sacramento starting five. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Richaun Holmes out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And for Memphis, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the small forward.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
And so it's the Kings getting on the board first. Right wing. Passes it to Jackson. Rebound by the Kings. And Morant really impacts the game in every area. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. Barnes taking flight there. Just a breathtaking player to watch with insane leaping ability.
Here's Morant. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
And Fox gets it to go.
And how about the mid-range shooting of Fox? Definitely capable of sinking those shots with consistency.
Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson to the left wing. Now here's Morant. Started by Fox. And the rejection by Holmes.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Well, Smitty, we know players are getting more nights off around this time of the year. How much did that occur when you were playing in the NBA?
Coaches and organizations really came up to guys when they see they were hurting. You didn't want them to play when they were injured. And then at the end of the season, Kevin, usually you looked and said, ooh, we have the number 6 seed locked up or whatever place locked up. And then that's when you start to get nights off. It's not, I don't remember doing it during game 20 and game 30 where guys starting to get nights off.
And Bjelica kicks to Fox. It's deflected.
Well, you see the insane vertical, the long arms. Morant impacts every aspect of the game.
Here's Fox. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Pass to Morant. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Then for the Kings, Alex Lenz checked in for Richaun Holmes. And Hield subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Now here's Hield. Fox looking it over. And it's Fox with the jam.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play, figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
Morant with it, guarded by Fox. Here's Morant, ejected by Len. They retain possession. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. And here's our rookie leaderboard, showcasing the league's highest scoring rookies since the All-Star break. Ja Morant, third.
As this season progresses, you can see his confidence growing. Sometimes you forget that he's just a rookie. I mean, he looks very confident and poised with his approach to the game.
Now, here's Bielitsa, following the miss by Ja Morant. Shot clock at 6. From the wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
To the right side. Here's Clark. He's covered by Bielitsa. Clark, the pass to Valanciunas. Out to Brooks. This one for 3. Good D by Hield. Kings leading now by 6. Banked in off the glass.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Morant. Good D by Barnes.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And Fox gets it to go.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Shot to stop the run. Basket made. That's his 3rd of the game. He's 3 for 9 now.
The handle and the acceleration. Morant moves around the court with the ball on a string.
Now here's Fox. Not a lot of room. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Fox has got 15 points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The Kings on top, leading by 10. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Well, you have to love what they've done offensively after that first period.
Crushing it, absolutely crushing it. Shooting lights out, building a big lead here early on.
On the floor for Sacramento, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Jabari Parker is out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Giles in at the center position. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Kings leading now by 10. Hield outside. And it's blocked.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Jackson's checked in. The Kings also at the sub. Bogdanovich is checked in for Hield. Allen for 3. Connects from three-point range. Allen's got it back down to within single digits for the Grizzlies. And Joseph kicks it to Bazemore. Back to Joseph. Kings moving the ball around. Here's Bogdanovich. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
It's Allen on the wing. And the pass to Melton. Kicks it out to Allen. Pass to Melton. Back to Allen. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 11. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And it seemed inevitable that they were going to lose that game with how they struggled, but in the end, they had an opportunity to win it.
It was just an off game for them, to say the least, but to almost pull it out was impressive in its own right.
And Steve, some classic shoe brands making a return to the NBA with updated versions. Smitty, what was your sneaker of choice back in the day?
Yeah, man, that's funny. I started off with the pumps, the double pumps, and then I ended up with a shell-toe low top. And then now you see all the youngsters now wearing low tops. They used to tell me back in the day, low tops were not good for your ankles. But I didn't really jump that high, so I was okay.
The shot's good. Bogdanovic has got his first basket of the night.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
There's 1:47 left to play here in the second quarter. Pulls from the top of the key, and the Kings check on 2 more.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed.
Melton feeling it out a bit. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Outside, Bogdanovic. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. Offline from the top of the key. Jackson passes to Watanabe. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. Comes up empty down low.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's Morant in the corner. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. That one drops for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Fox finds Len. Back to Fox. Goes up from the top of the key. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Holmes got his first bucket in this one.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
And those second chance points can add up. And so it's the Sacramento Kings bringing the quarter to a close with us.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A tremendous start for De'Aaron Fox. He ended up with 15 points and 2.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Fox, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's in there. Morant's got 9 points.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
The explosiveness on the drive. Morant just attacks the D with aggression.
Memphis shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. No good on that one.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Fox. He can't hit that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant passes to Brooks. Memphis moving that ball around. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Morant. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
This kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. Now, I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
That ties it up. 6 points for Valanciunas.
Look, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up. But it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort. Hasn't been able to dial it in from distance. He has just the 1 3, and that was in the first half.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
That's something Barnes has improved at. Dribbling into his shot, rising in balance, and knocking it down.
And that one's good. Morant's got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
To the inside. Bjelica with the bucket.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Now here's Morant. Guarded by Fox. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, when Morant gets it dialed up, he can be unstoppable. Just too many ways to score. And Memphis owing a pick to Boston. Rumor was they hoped it would convey this summer rather than rolling over to the 2020 draft.
Moving up to number 2, not a bad outcome with a potential star in Ja Morant. They've got another key player for their rebuild.
The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think it's helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point. Allen with it, now guarded by Len. Milton passes to Clark. Bazemore grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Hield with the bucket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Allen kicks to Clark. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And a 2-for-1 is there for them if they want it.
Often the way you end quarters has a big impact on the outcome of the game.
Here's Hield, and it's good off the back rim and in. Hield's got 8.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Milton passes to Clark. Over Giles. And again, Memphis no good. And they're running. Hield left side. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Sacramento in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Right back after this break. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Let me tell you, when you can run offense through your bigs, you give the defense just another thing it has to try and take away.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. We've got Parker. Giles is out there with Alex Len. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Hield in at the point guard. Baseline jumper. He squares up and sinks it.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And you got to close off those avenues to Morant. Once he gets in one, he is focused on dropping the hammer.
And it's Hield off the drive. And that one, good.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Sacramento making some changes. Bielitsa, he checks in for Len, and it's Fox in for Parker.
We all know Hield can shoot it, but for him to get better, he's got to keep adding different dimensions to his game.
Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Morant.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hield.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
The Kings making a switch here. Barnes is checked in. Grizzlies have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And that one's good. Morant's got 17 points here in the second half.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
Outside, Fox. The kick out to Barnes. Bogdanovich passes to Barnes. Outside, Fox. Jackson comes over with the double. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Knocked away. Now here's Morant. Guarded by Fox. Morant with it. The rebound by Giles.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Puts it up from 17. Giles tips it back in. The Grizzlies trail by 7. The drive by Brooks. Outside for Jackson. Passes it to Watanabe. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Now here's Morant. Tight defense on him. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Anderson, he's checked in for Memphis. And a change for the Kings. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Harry Giles. It's Fox with the drive. He gets it in there. And the Kings lead by 9.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Deflects the pass. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. Hield's checked in for Sacramento. Pass to Clark. Valanciunas dishes to Anderson. Tries again. The offensive rebound. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Kings leading now by 9. It's Fox with the drive. Misses the layup. The Grizzlies have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Grant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morant's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Here's Fox. No good on that one. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Back to Bielitsa. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
He's shown he can get it done in the big moments. JV delivering in the clutch.
They can more or less wrap it up right here.
This has to be a very smart possession.
And here is Hield. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Releases. But they get it back. So the Kings win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
unprecedented improvements to shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
The view from the skies above. And nothing to... Well, guys, great vision. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Spurs, we've got DeRozan, Murray out there with White. Then there's Jakob Poeltl, and it's Walker in at the 3. Now, here's Fox. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Well, Clark, underrated athleticism for Derek White. For a 6'4" guard, he can finish above the rim.
And not only that, guys, but he also blocks shots. I mean, coming out of college, he and #1 pick Markelle Fultz, the only players in the Pac-12 that rank top 10 in scoring, assists, and blocks. That's a heck of a triple.
Fox, no good. White drives in, and easy 2 points on the layup.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Murray against Fox. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
A nice shot by Pirtle.
Hey, when Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Fox against Murray. Pirtle with the steal. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pirtle.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Fox looking it over. Here's Holmes. Up top, Fox. Clock at 6 for Murray. Fox, no good.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Walker the pass to DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the night.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
Outside, Bogdanovich. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seed. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. In theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
Pirtle's shot is off.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
A reverse. A second chance effort. Barnes passes to Holmes. Outside, Bogdanovich. Second chance shot. And Pirtle pulls it down. For the Sacramento Kings, their last game a loss to New Orleans. Murray kicks to Pirtle. Down low. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Bielitsa passes to Fox. And here's Bogdanovich, defended by Pirtle. Bogdanovich against Murray. They could use a bucket. And it's Bogdanovich again missing. San Antonio leading by 6. Passes it to White. Over Bogdanovich. Rebounded by Holmes. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. The drive by Barnes. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, the speed of Barnes, Kevin, blasts around defenders and gets to the bucket with ease. Nice.
White finds Murray. Out to White. Here's DeRozan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Kings trail by 4. Right side, Bogdanovich. Walker against Barnes. Bogdanovich looking around. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And oh, he hits the buzzer beater. Tie game in San Antonio. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And in two
people saying
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Spurs, Tyler Zeller out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Bellinelli, then it's Mills, and it's Forbes in at the two-guard spot. Mills can't hit. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0", and that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. That shot off. The Kings leading, and now it's Giles running. He can go all the way.
Major posterization right there, guys. The defender gave him up way too much height. All he could do was try to get out of the picture.
2 points. That one goes. Mills has got his first bucket of the night.
You know, Mills is not just a long-range gunner now. He can score on the move, too. Underestimate Mills at your own peril.
Here's Hield. Again, Sacramento.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Yeah, and, you know, the game of basketball, as you well know, Greg, and guys, is a game of runs. So their offense is starting to move in a positive direction now. Nice upswing here.
Pass to Bazemore. Back to Hield. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Parker's checked in for Sacramento. Forbes. Good work there as it goes. Forbes has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, Mills is one of those energizing players who does a little bit of everything, including finding his open teammates.
Hield with the bucket. Hield's got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And Forbes kicks to Bellinelli. And he's good on the three ball. Bellinelli's got his first 3 points of the game.
So good at feeling out the defense. Bellinelli knows when he has room to shoot off the pass.
Goes up on the high post. Shot clock reset for Sacramento.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Mills dishes to Bellinelli. Here's Zeller. And it's off from three-point range. Kings leading now by 4. Hield attacking. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And the Spurs, I've heard it said, the most process-oriented team in the league.
Well, that's an understanding of what it takes for them as a small market team to be successful. A good assessment of what they have to do as the San Antonio Spurs to be good. Scouting, coaching, chemistry, all part of that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Pirtle, he's checked in for Zeller. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said He hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, Marcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. Inside, Gay. And the jam by Rudy Gay.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he gets it to go. And that's 15 points for Buddy Hield.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Fox with the steal.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Barnes finds Hield. Another shot. San Antonio with the rebound. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game. With 1 on the clock. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. We're going to bring in some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. King.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. A tremendous game we're seeing from Buddy Hield. He ended up with 15 points. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Light covering, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul. Outside, Fox. From the stripe, jump shot is good. Fox has got the lead up to 6 now for Sacramento. Mark, a lot of young players in this NBA becoming top 10 players as they mature. Who are some of the guys you spot that are really going to make a mark?
Well, they've already made a mark, and you anticipate it'll continue to be that way. Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell. I like Jaylen Brown in Boston, as well as Jason Tatum there. And clearly Zion Williamson has a chance to be really special.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Holmes, it's good on the putback. And the Kings lead by 3.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Murray against Fox. And it's Murray penetrating. Makes it off the glass.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Fox is so good at exploiting the pick and roll. When the defense goes under the screen, he knows exactly what to do. Burn them with the jumper.
Wide open look here for Murray. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. It's Fox with the drive. Bucket is good. Fox has got 6 in the quarter.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Spurs trail by 3. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Spurs with some changes. Zeller comes in for Jakob Poeltl. And it's Mills in for Murray. And the Kings also making a change. Lenz checked in for Bielitsa. And it's DeRozan missing. And so it's Bogdanovich who brings up the ball for the Kings. And again, it's De'Aaron Fox. Fox has got 10 points.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
A three from Mills. The shot off that time, and the Kings going the other way now. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Fox. And that one hits back iron.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Mills, that's a 2-pointer. Hits the jumper in space.
Nice touch there by Mills, taking whatever he can get within the offense. Well done.
From deep. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Holmes got his second bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And growing up about 15 miles south of the Staples Center, DeMar DeRozan idolized Kobe Bryant, Clark, and patterned his game after him.
And you can see evidence of Kobe's game in DeMarcus's game. You think about the footwork, the ability to post up, the moves and counter moves, the balance and strength. I think he owes a lot of that to the Mamba.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
All right, a moment to see the stats for White. He's definitely been getting it done since the All-Star break. He's averaging 11 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Gay passes to DeRozan. 50 seconds left in the third. Pass to Forbes. Back to DeRozan. And another turnover here by San Antonio. Rocket Pirtle's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Harry Giles is checked in for the Kings. There's 42 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Hield. 17 points in the game. Unloads. A putback. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And Forbes kicks to Mills. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Mills has got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, that's how you stretch a defense out, guys. Mills not afraid to let it fly from anywhere.
Now here's Hield. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. 1 second left. No good. And so it's Sacramento with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Bellinelli, Jakob Poeltl up there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Murray, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. That's the San Antonio 5. Got that bucket in no time at all. Murray's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Spurs. Hield left side. The kick out to Fox. From the high post. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Fox has got 12 points here in the second half. Murray finds Poeltl. Gay with it. Poeltl trying to get open. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Gay.
Boy, I love seeing Gay go right up with the shot off the pass. No wasted motion.
High post shot. Hield can't hit. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively. This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Back to Fox. And it's Hield off the drive. Parker right side. 6 on the shot clock. Nice open look, but it's no good. For San Antonio, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Forbes the pass to Bellinelli. They get a hand on it. Hield outside. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Sacramento?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Hey, that's good.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now here's Hield. Defense right on him. And that one is good. And the Kings lead by 4.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And Forbes kicks to Bellinelli. Back to Forbes. There's the triple. Unable to get that one. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Walker's checked in for the Spurs. And the Kings also making a change. Barnes is checked in. Murray against Fox. High post try. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Shots good by Walker.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Hield outside. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Out to the right wing. Fox passes to Bielitsa. 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Hield. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Spurs have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. To tie it up. Got a hand on it. Fox against Walker. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
Hits it from 3-point range.
His game continuing to evolve, guys, and shots like this prove Murray is the real deal.
The kick out to Fox. Offensive rebound, and Hield able to finish.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
That's what they've got him out there for, fellas. Rudy Gay is on like he is now. There's not a whole lot you can do about it.
Here's Hield. It counts.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Pirtle, the pass to Murray. He kicks to Forbes. Back to Murray. And there's the pass to Pirtle. Walker looking for an opening. Gay left side. Over Bielitsa. Gay can't hit. Now Fox. Back to Barnes. He dishes it to Fox. And so it's Sacramento who's scraped by with the win. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
body fluid, and goaltender. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Welcome back to 2K TV. Bill Simmons, the sports guy. Now, the sports guy is your nickname, but if you were a player, what would you have as your nickname?
Washed up.
Washed up,
Yeah.
that's it?
Yeah. I quit pickup like 5 years ago.
I'm gonna end it right now.
He's going to end it.
I'm going to end it.
I feel it. I feel it.
And there were a few sharp-looking guys getting off the Pelicans team bus early. As we approach the playoffs, let's now take a look at what is shaping up in the West. Look at New Orleans. They would be at the golf course if the playoffs happened today, looking to make a final push. And checking out Sacramento. They're tied right now.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, Greg, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. And it's Favors in at the center. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Richaun Holmes out there at Bielitz, and it's Barnes in at the small forward.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. Brent, 2 explosive backcourts. When you were playing, who was the toughest guard that you found to defend?
Well, I would start off with a guy named Allen Iverson. And the reason that I start with that, Kevin, the reason I start with Kevin is I just saw the back of the jersey all the time, so I remember Iverson clear as day. But if I went deeper, I would tell you guarding the Hall of Famer Mitch Richmond at a time when he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They would run an offensive set, much like for Reggie Miller, multiple screens by a bunch of guys who were big and strong. That was not good for me to try to fight through those kind of screens. But if you gave Mitch Richmond 8 inches, 2 points.
And Richmond was strong and had bulk to his body.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Kevin.
I can see the bruises. Well, for Bielitsa, he's not the most athletic player on the floor, but Brent, he produces.
Yeah, Bielitsa, one of those guys who can flow into a transition and stop 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point line and drill you from there. So a nice guy as a secondary option on the break is Bielitsa.
Here's Fox. Drops in the layup for 2.
How about that? Just accepting the contact and still getting the finish for Fox.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Ball kicks to Ingram. Ball against Fox. Pocket 6. Back to Ball. Holiday inside the line. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Bogdanovich looking around. Ball against Fox. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback. And that'll tie this game up.
These are bonuses. When you get Bjelica inside to mix it up that way, that helps.
Shot from the wing. And that one off the back of the rim and in. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Ball comes to help. Fox against Ball, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Fox has got his second bucket of the night.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
That's good from Holiday on the assist from Favors. Holiday's got his second basket.
Holiday did a great job there, realizing they had an opportunity in transition, taking advantage of the numbers. Those are the kind of situations where they thrive.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Kings with the ball. Barnes passes to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Play control. We have De'Aaron Fox cleared for takeoff.
The culture shift it's been in Sacramento the last few years. Vlade Divac along with Peja Stojakovic, two of the legendary Sacramento Kings players, finding their footing and trying to put their stamp on this organization with some of the young talent that they've acquired.
Just 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Favors can't get it to go. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Kings. Here's Bogdanovich, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanovich really in attack mode here tonight.
Now here's Williamson. He's covered by Bjelica. Holiday gets the bucket.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. 8 points for De'Aaron Fox.
That's a nice floater. I mean, a la Mike Conley. If De'Aaron Fox can establish that float game, tough to stop.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Good on the bucket. Fox has got 10 points.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Here's Williamson. And the Pelicans get it back. Now, here's Bjelica. He's guarded closely. Fox looking it over. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of it. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
So the Pelican 5 right now. They've got Jackson. He's out there with J.J. Redick. He's out there with Hart. And it's Melly in at the 4 spot. And the Pelicans with possession here after the miss from Buddy Hield.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Brett, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide rather than what we see today at 12 feet? That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. And stolen by Redick. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. The score now all even.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Hield against Redick. Hield with the bucket. The Pelicans shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Pass to Melly. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Lets the three fly. The Pelicans get another chance here. Pass to Jackson. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. And then on Saturday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that game against the Hawks, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
As soon as Bazemore sees he has a chance to run in transition, he gets to his spot and takes full advantage.
In New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
You just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right, food.
But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Now here's Hield after J.J. Redick's miss. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Pelicans trail by 6. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And again, New Orleans has no up. And now Sacramento on the break. Parker leading the charge. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, this season, the Pelicans finally getting themselves their own G League affiliate, the Erie Bayhawks in Pennsylvania. And in 2022, they'll move closer with renovations to the Legacy Arena in Birmingham, Alabama. And when that's completed, it's really going to help out the young core and the draft picks that have been collected by David Griffin to do some player development. It's going to keep this team competitive for a very long time.
And it's Williamson missing.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
The Kings have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Sacramento. Brandon Ingram, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Brett, kind of a musical chair situation for the Bayhawks, the original franchise, this season moving to College Park, Georgia, to become the Skyhawks.
That's right. That team was affiliated with the Atlanta Hawks, and now the Pelicans take over for the next 3 years in Erie with the new Bayhawks franchise before that move to Alabama in 2022.
To the paint, it's deflected and stolen by Bielitsa. And Hield gets it to go on the assist by Fox. Hield's got the lead up to 9 now for the Kings. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hield on the double team. Now the pass to Ball. Hield against Okafor. Right side Redick for 3. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bielitsa's got his 4th rebound in this one.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Now here's Hield. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Kept alive. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And that's grown man muscle. Williamson relishes any chance he gets to take the defense on and finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. De'Aaron Fox was on fire in the first half. He had 12. And that'll do it for us, the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Without question, De'Aaron Fox displaying his skills today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Holmes in at the pivot, manning the middle. Fox against Ball. Shot from the top of the key. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 14.
When the game starts to slow down for younger players, you know they're starting to feel confident about how they go about their business. Fox with a good decision there.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Well, they've been striving towards it for years now, and the Kings are finally one of the premier up-tempo teams.
Well, it works for them when you have a guy like De'Aaron Fox out there to blast off on any possession. You surround him with great shooters in Bogdanovich and Hield. Puts a lot of pressure on the defense on a nightly basis throughout the course of a regular season.
Holmes, good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg. And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. He has 6.
Second chance points have really been an issue here defensively.
Here's Fox. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Just a terror in transition. Zion's understanding for how to exploit these situations is one of his greatest strengths.
Fox finds Holmes. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Kings lead by 10. Passes to Favors. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And it's 6 points for Derek Favors.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Fox. and he uses the glass on the layup.
De'Aaron Fox having one of those nights where he's feeling it.
Here's Williamson. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Fox. 16 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Down low, Bjelica. Here's Holmes. Tries again. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against New Orleans. This is his first free throw of the game.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Lenz checked in for Bjelica. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. Fields checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Len passes to Holmes. Hield outside. Shoots over Redick. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Pelicans trail by 8. He gets that one. Redick's got 6 points.
And they have picked it up offensively here in the second half. Ball movement, getting high percentage shots. You can definitely see a difference.
Pretty good concentration by Hield there, just focusing on the target.
Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard. Certainly been a good month for these teams on the offensive glass. In third, the Pelicans.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Yes, that goes in. And it's a 10-point Kings lead.
Good job in the mid-range. Buddy Hield getting squared up and scores.
Here's Hart. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Redick surveying the D. He lobs it up. Len grabs the board. Here we go, one-on-one. It's deflected. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. And he banks in the layup. Redick's got 4 points this quarter.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
They've done very, very well in transition. The problems have come in other areas, which is why they're trailing. And he's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
That one falls. Williamson's got 12 points here in the second half.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for the Pelicans, getting the fourth quarter going. Holiday at the 1 and Redick at the 2. Hart is out there with Hayes. And it's Melly in at the 4-man position. Outside, Redick. Over Hield. The shot by Redick, no good.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
That one misses. Sacramento leading by 8. Here's Hield. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
But he's showing more than just the fact that he's a shooter, working his way strength on the inside there.
Outside, Redick. No one near him. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Free throw line jump shot. He can't get it to go. Pelicans trail by 8. Redick can't get that one to fall. Kings have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. When people talk about a player's mileage limit, do you think total games is the most accurate assessment in that?
I don't think so, Kevin.
What is it?
It's the amount of minutes that the players play.
Yeah.
I mean, there are plenty of studies out there that teams are digging around on when players reach. And trust me, they got to be lucky, but you're talking 35,000, 40,000 minutes in the league. That the body is just not capable at that point of replicating the things that it's done year in and year out. So forget about the games. Go to total minutes played. That's where you'll find the biggest fall off for some of your favorite players that have amused and entertained you for years.
Interesting. The shot. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Williamson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And another turnover here by New Orleans.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
The Kings making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Fox against Ball. Up again. It doesn't go for him. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. And it's Williamson missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Ingram outside. Holiday looking for an opening. To the middle. It's tipped. Bielitsa with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. And it's blocked.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Giants. .157 left to play here in the fourth. Bogdanovich against Holiday. Shot, high post, got a piece of it, and they get it back. Bielitsa misses.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Ingram dishes to Holiday. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. That's to Bielitsa. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. Seven-foot shot, and that's off the glass and in. And the Kings lead by 12.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Kings.
The one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece still. 2 more to go in the season series.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for De'Aaron Fox.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Kings. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Back to Len. Nails the wide-open jump shot.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight. Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
pickouts, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
Man, this year was so much fun, but it definitely came with some challenges. Thank goodness for 2K.
That's right. In fact, it's been an honor for us to share our time and our episodes with you, the fans, the community. And the big news is NBA
This is an aerial view of our local. We're going to break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. We'll take a look at the Grizzlies. We're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now, looking to hold on to that. And, of course, there's the Kings, just a couple spots back.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and I'm sure they're disappointed in that. I mean, they were hoping to take that next step.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bjelica is out there with Holmes, and it's Barnes in at the small forward.
Well, the new arena for the Kings looks amazing, C-Webb. Just how much has this meant to the city?
Oh, it means so much to the city, GA. I mean, ownership has been wonderful. It keeps the team here long-term. It's revitalized the whole downtown. Sacramento is a city that has thrived with the addition of this arena.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
This is what Morant does best, a natural scorer who does it in a variety of ways.
Fox with it. He's coming off a 28-point game against New Orleans.
And they kept fouling him. I mean, it only made him more aggressive. He wound up having a huge night at the free throw line.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
The offensive rebound. Misses from short range. The Kings have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Barnes can't get it to go. Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The kick out to Anderson. Back to Jackson. Pass to Brooks. Here's Valanciunas. Rebounded by Holmes.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Anderson. His last 10 games, he's averaging 7 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Fox kicks to Bjelica. Right side, Fox. Back to Barnes. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Drains the three-pointer. Chris, this is a specialty of yours. Which current bigs are best at finishing contested shots right at the rim?
Oh, well, I'll tell you this, the best big in the league last year, averaging 17 points, scoring in the paint, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yes.
I mean, he'll dunk on anybody. Move out the way. He finishes. What about Embiid inside? What about Gobert? What about Boogie Cousins? Should I continue? I can keep going because the big man is back, baby.
Back to Bjelica. He kicks it to Fox. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Anderson passes to Morant. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he gets the bucket. Morant's got 6.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Outside, Fox. Lets it go with the 3. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
And it's tied up with that one. A platoon swap here for Sacramento. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Well, the Grizzlies coaching search took 2 months. They finally settled on Taylor Jenkins, a former assistant coach with the Milwaukee Bucks.
Jenkins, with an economics degree from Penn, fits the young academic profile of this Memphis front office. Worked for the Spurs 6 years as an assistant under Mike Budenholzer, who was the coach of the year in 2019. That pedigree helped him get the job.
There's the three. It's good from long range. 11 points in the game.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
The pass to Bazemore. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Giles laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Morant passes to Jang. Clark for three. A rebound by Hield. Now here's Len. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And don't leave out his rebounding, Kev. I mean, he had a big impact in that game with all his effort in the glass.
It's up. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Kings, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Giles, and it's Len in at the 5 down low. Hield kicks to Joseph. That three off the mark. And the Grizzlies, they come in off the loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Tips it. Great positioning on the putback. Clark's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
In all of his athleticism on display there, Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Poked loose. It's stolen by Allen. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And with that shot, the Grizzly lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Hield.
But looking more active inside Hield. It's important that he keeps looking to score close to the bucket.
Allen outside. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And no good. And the Kings going the other way now. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. Hield can't hit.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Here's Melton. Len with the block. Hield outside. Giles kicks it to Bazemore. Joseph has an open look. Nailed from three-point land.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Allen's shot is off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Well, when you think about the Kings, you know they are going to let it fly. The team is loaded up on players deadly from outside. They've adapted and embraced the long ball era.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Well, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And the shooting with this Kings team last season, Chris, a major strength, as you said.
Yeah, and their whole offense has benefited from it, Kevin. I mean, they were 4th in the league in three-pointers last year. Finding points won't be a problem for the Kings going forward.
And some changes here for the Kings. Jabari Parker's checked in for Alex Len. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Fox in for Joseph. And Memphis also making a switch. Brooks checked in. And that one's good by Clark.
That's the second long-range bomb in the quarter after a slow first period. He is on a roll.
Healed the pass to Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Count the basket. Parker's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
The former #2 pick in the 2014 NBA draft, Jabari Parker, is out there to score. Just like this.
And it's Brooks in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And it's Hield off the drive. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. 8 points for Buddy Hield.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Melton's shot is good. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Pass to Giles. Outside, Fox. They kick out to Hield. From the arc. Rebound by Chang. For Memphis, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Bielitsa, who's checked in for the Kings. Bogdanovich comes in for Buddy Hield. Memphis also making some changes. Valanciunas, who's checked in for Grayson Allen. Jackson comes in for Clark. And it's Anderson in for DeAnthony Melton. Barnes can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. 3-on-3. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
A wildly unpredictable player. Anderson is skilled at drawing the D in and then making them get overly assertive.
Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. That one misses.
I mean, I think he's kind of a throwback kind of player, if you ask me. I mean, Anderson's nickname is Slow-Mo because of his ability to slow the game down and pick the opponent apart.
And up the court come the Kings on the break. And it's Fox with the jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game-changing.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game. So
it's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Their field goal percentage was a robust 50. And that...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward.
What an active player Brooks is. I mean, he does an awesome job there fighting to keep this possession alive.
Fox looking it over. Pass to Bielitsa. Shoots the 3. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Bielitsa's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
Bielitsa misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. And stolen by Barnes. At the elbow, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
I mean, when you think of Fox, quickness comes to mind. He's downright lethal in the open floor.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Morant. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. To the wing right side. Shot by Bielitsa and nobody around. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Jackson. Now it's a 5-point Memphis lead. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Jackson comes over with the double. Over to the wing. It's Bielitsa. And the 3 off target. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Nice shot by Brooks.
This is what you like seeing. Brooks being aggressive and taking initiative there.
Morant with the steal. And it's Bielitsa with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Sacramento. Len comes in for Richaun Holmes. And Hield subbed in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And Anderson has it in the corner. Launches a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Anderson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. The Grizzlies making a change here. Clark's checked in. Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. Jonas Valanciunas, third.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
On the wing, Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
Oh, this is what smart point guards do. Fox is adept at realizing the defense's mistakes and exploiting it.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Morant passes to Clark. Bielitsa against Anderson. Lenka kicks to Barnes. Misses the 3.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
The Kings making a switch here. Parker's checked in. And the Grizzlies leading by 7.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Here's Hield, and the layup is good. Hield's got 12 points in the game.
Born to score the basketball. As soon as Hield sinks a few, watch out. He's feeling it.
And it's Morant missing. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Inside, fires the 3, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Oh, he can be sneaky good from deep sometimes. I mean, when he gets clean looks, he's got the ability to do some damage out there.
They kick out to Hield. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. 15 points in the game.
Genuine sniper from distance. Hield's 3-point stroke is as good as it gets.
And the dunk by Valanciunas.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. Morant
passes to Valanciunas. The feed to Anderson. Back to Clark. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
And so it's Memphis holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Richaun Holmes out there with Parker, and it's Hield in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Brooks kicks to Clark. Pass to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Well, when you have a guy like Morant, an elite ball handler who can hit from anywhere, there's no real limit to the points he can score.
And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. That's good from Morant.
Yeah, Kevin, the front office shakeup this summer for the Grizzlies. Now, the new leadership wants to take more of a long-term, proactive approach to things.
And many fans in Memphis had hoped for a change. But, Chris, they still had some question marks with this new leadership.
Yeah, Kevin, that's because they're relatively young and unproven. Former lawyers rather than basketball minds. But we're seeing that league-wide, teams are going with former agents and lawyers in their front office.
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Clark. And at last, they get one to fall. Clark's got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies. Outside, Bogdanovich. Hield the pass to Holmes. Out to Parker. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. In the corner, it's Hield. Off target with his 3.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Chris, the common thought is you don't want to be a middle-of-the-road team. You think clubs are too quick now to pull the trigger on a rebuild as opposed to giving some time to what they've got and be more patient?
Oh, are you kidding me, Kevin? Don't make me, God. This is why I need a psychologist because, hey, when I was in Washington, we had myself, Rasheed Wallace, and Juwan Howard, and Rod Strickland. Like, just wait a minute. Give us 1 year to try. And by the way, the Bulls won 72. We couldn't have won a championship that year anyway. And so, yeah, I think a lot of teams are short-sighted and it's based upon their expectations, and their expectations may not be based in reality.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the 4th. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. 4 on the clock. Giles the pass to Fox. Buries it from 3-point range.
This is the next step for Fox. I mean, he's sharpening his outside shot. He's becoming a major threat from there.
And here's Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First free throw is good.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
The Kings trail by 11. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Can't cash in from close range.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
No good from Clark. Sacramento's gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Offensive rebound. Here's Giles. The kick out to Barnes. There's the pass to Holmes. They shoot again, and it's good on the layup. Holmes got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Sacramento.
I mean, it's time for him to take over. He's played it cool long enough, and I think he realizes that.
And they pick up 2.
It's just another example of why you run plays through Morant. I mean, he makes great decisions with the ball in his hands.
That one good for 2.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Morant's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Much more than just a perimeter threat. Morant loves to sneak inside and do damage.
Pass to Barnes. To the inside. Stolen away. Now here's Morant. Guarded by Fox. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Clark.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Oh, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of flowing back into this.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without foul. The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Grizzlies.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
To the paint, got a piece of it. 30 seconds left in the fourth. Fox with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. And that one's good. Morant. Morant's got 32 points in the game.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
And finished off by Morant.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, there's no doubt as to who was the better team. I mean, they proved it with this win.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was over well before. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up for
puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending. Unprecedented improvements, shooting, puck pickups, upper and lower body fluidity, and goaltending.
The NBA 2K21 demo is out now, and in this episode, we're jumping right in. Plus, we look back at our best 2K TV moments of 2K20. And first looks at what's coming up in my team.
The dome of the California Capitol building lit up dramatically here at... It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. Taking a look at Sacramento. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs. And, of course, the San Antonio Spurs, 2 spots down.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing, and perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Derek White is out there with Murray. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Walker in at the small forward. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Holmes in at the center position. It's good on the putback.
Barnes is strong and athletic, aggressive on the glass, not afraid to get in there and mix it up.
And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Murray. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
And Bielitsa kicks to Holmes. And stolen by Murray. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, you look at Murray, and I think he's most effective in the open court. That's really where he does much of his damage, on the break.
And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Now Murray. Harrison Barnes missing on the 3. It's deflected, and they'll keep possession. Poeltl, the pass to White. Poked away. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Fox against Murray. Outside, Fox. Outside, Bogdanovic. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And White kicks to Murray. Sinks the triple. Murray's got his second bucket tonight.
And, you know, we often talk about the importance of confidence for these young players, guys. Murray's showing plenty of confidence there.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, he's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 14th in scoring, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. And it's Murray with the jam.
Murray is a spectacular talent. And when he gets going, watch out.
It's Fox with the drive. It's Bielitsa. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance bucket. They can make a big difference.
And Forbes kicks to Poeltl. Back to Forbes. Here's Gay on the jam by Rudy Gay.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Healed outside. Nobody near Barnes. Great positioning on the putback.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Murray outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got 9 points.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Passes it to Hield. Back to Fox. And here's Barnes for 3. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. He has 5.
Boy, you got to respect the long-range accuracy of Barnes now. When he gets a little daylight, he's dangerous from the perimeter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And that is what Hield does. This guy is a gunner, loves pulling the trigger from deep.
DeRozan scanning the floor. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Glenn checked in for Richaun Holmes. Harry Giles comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Up in time, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. The first one. It's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
With the aggression they're showing early on, I mean, they're driving it to the hoop with authority and force.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Alex Len out there with Giles, and it's Bazemore at the 3 slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Hield against Bellinelli. Red ball movement here by the Kings. Right side, Joseph. Shoot by Hield. Nobody around. It's 3-pointers off the mark. And Joseph gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Derek White's checked in for Bryn Forbes.
And, you know, the Spurs are never afraid to play to the tune of their own drummer. I mean, just as the rest of the league embraces threes and layups, the Spurs going against that grain, leading the league in mid-range shots and post-up.
Hield. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, you were talking about the mid-range and the post-ups. Those are the strengths of DeMar DeRozan and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, Coach Popovich has been so successful for decades because he always adapts to the strengths of his players. Outstanding coaches do that in every sport. That shot diet might not work for most other teams, but if it fits the Spurs, they'll go old school and make it work for them.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Sacramento. And Clark, when you think back to your playing days in high school, what memories come to mind?
Well, just the fun of being able to have success all 4 years I was at St. Joseph High School in Cleveland, the way the city rallied around us my senior year when we had a chance to play for a state championship. Unfortunately, came up short. The teammates and coaches and teachers that I had a chance to enjoy those 4 years with, all really fond, special memories for me.
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Let's take this chance to go to the 2K leaderboard and display the best free throw shooters of the second half of the season. You take a look at Hield, second in the NBA. So great from the line. And, of course, Patty Mills. He's in that same group. Another player that shoots extremely well from the free throw line.
Both of these guys have been simply fantastic from the free throw line. That little midseason rest did wonders for their confidence.
Joseph, the tray, kept alive by Sacramento. No good, shot missing. Spurs leading by 5. Pass to Mills. Fires the 3. Cans it from downtown. Mills has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Parker trying to free himself up. And there's Bogdanovich. That's good on the assist from Joseph.
Yeah, Joseph adept at finding his open teammates, and that's exactly what you want from your point guard.
Mills passes to Bellinelli. Lays it up off the glass. Bellinelli's got the lead up to 8 now for San Antonio.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Bazemore kicks to left. Back to Bazemore. 6 to shoot. Outside Bogdanovich. Joseph finds Bogdanovich. Shoots over Mills. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Outside White. The pass to Zeller. Back to White. And here's Gay from deep three-point range. Joseph with the rebound.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes guys have the green light to take that shot, but I don't think he's one of them.
Here's White after the Kings pick up 2. The shot by Bellinelli. No good. 1:14 left in the first half of basketball. Joseph, that's good. And now just a 4-point Spurs lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Mills dishes to Bellinelli. On the wing, Bellinelli. Pass to Zeller. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them. And here's Gay. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. The Kings trail by 4. Giles the pass to Fox. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
DeRozan. The rebound by Giles.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And a close game so far to the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see a pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. They were able to squeeze a
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been quite a game for DeJounte Murray.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Murray. DeRozan out there with Pirtle. Then it's White, and it's Walker in at the 3.
DeJounte Murray played just 1 season at the University of Washington. He grew up in Seattle and went to Rainier Beach High School. It's actually the same high school that produced Jamal Crawford. And as a matter of fact, a lot of good players have come out of the Emerald City.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And Richaun Holmes gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Murray the pass to Pirtle. Banked in off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 4. And in Seattle, Murray recognized from a young age as a potential pro.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you can identify those especially talented players, and his nickname was Baby Boy. And how about this, Kevin? Jamal Crawford has mentored DeJounte since the 6th grade. Those guys have exchanged text messages throughout that time. Jay Crossover, one of my favorites, on and off the court in the league, really has helped keep Murray on the right track.
There's the three. Krill's the three-pointer. Now it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Fox kicks to Barnes. Holmes passes to Bogdanovic. Here's Fox. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's DeRozan, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. We were asked this the other day, you and I, if you could choose one guard in the league to shoot a clutch three-point shot for you, Clark, who would be your guy?
Ironically, they're both on the same team, Kevin. I would start with Steph Curry. I think he clearly is the guy you want shooting it. And then after that, I would go with Klay Thompson. There are a number of other guys, but Steph is a pretty good gap in front of most, and then I think Klay is just a notch or two below Steph.
I agree. Great backcourt. Lillard up in Portland, another one. I mean, there's so many great ones in the NBA. But
yeah, Lillard would certainly be on the three-man list for sure.
Jabari Parker's checked in for Sacramento. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. DeRozan's shot is off.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Right side, Fox. And Bielitsa kicks to Hield. The 17-footer. Count that bucket. Hield's got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Mills dishes to Pirtle. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. That shot off.
And you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
Man, I like how confident Fox is inside. I mean, awesome, absolutely awesome, getting good positioning close to the basket.
Here's Mills. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Pirtle, the pass to Walker. Spurs working the ball around now. DeRozan's shot is good.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond the arc this half.
Now, here's Fox. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Hield from outside. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And 11 points for Buddy Hield.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
Mills can't hit.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Now Mills. Following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. No good from Gay. And the Kings pushing it up now. Here's Barnes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on DeRozan.
Yeah, Barnes doing a nice job embracing contact on the way up. Superb at throwing himself into the defense and drawing the foul.
Alex Len's checked in for Sacramento. Giles comes in for Bielitsa. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Forbes checked in. Gay kicks to Forbes. Gay, that's good. Gay's got his second basket of the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Giles, the pass to Barnes. That's a 2 from Hield. Drops one in from the wing. Hield's got 13. Spurs have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Passes it to Mills. It's Gay on the wing. Guarded by Fox. DeRozan dishes to Gay. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. 6 points for Rudy Gay.
Rudy Gay's always had that shot in his bag. Lethal from mid-range.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 3. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home. Hield and Barnes are the 2 and the 3. Richaun Holmes out there with Giles, and it's Fox in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now Holmes following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt on deep. Hield can't hit.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Now here's Gay following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Pirtle kicks to Forbes. Murray against Fox. Murray the pass to Pirtle. Shot clock at 5. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Pass to Holmes. On the wing, Hield. Back to Holmes. The kick out to Barnes. The pass to Giles. Three-pointer, Hield. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Now here's DeRozan. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Derek White checked in for Rudy Gay. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Kevin, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
The Kings making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in, and San Antonio with the change here too. Walker's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Spurs leading by 3. Out to White. Dishes it to Murray. Here's Pirtle. Back to Murray. Takes the 3. They get it again. Outside White. Murray against Barnes. Goes back up. And Murray finishes it off. And the Spurs lead by 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Barnes. Fox dishes to Bogdanovich. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Pirtle. DeRozan with it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bielitsa. For 3, Murray. Again, the miss by Murray. Sacramento's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the basket is good. Bielitsa's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just got too aggressive. You've got to play smart. Got to it on the way down, and that's a big whistle.
Outside, Fox. The kick out to Barnes. Kings moving the ball around. Right side, Bogdanovich to take the lead. It's Bielitsa, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And really, at this stage of the game, to get those kinds of offensive rebounds for putbacks, you almost feel like it's a 4-point swing.
Yeah, you really do, because those extra possessions, when they lead to points, that's huge. I mean, he did a nice job there. Never gave up on the play. And you know my motto, persistence pays dividends.
A pass to Fox. From deep three-point range, the shot, no good. It's the Spurs taking it the other way. Barnes against DeRozan. That one wide left. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That's his first foul. Hields checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovich. Now Fox. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hield from outside. Misses the 3. And Walker kicks to Gay. Bullseye!
Got to admire the guts of Gay here. Not shying away from taking huge shots. Ice in his veins.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're trailing by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with this much time, they should be able to drop a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeJounte Murray.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
In clutch situation, Parker shines bright. I mean, his outstanding work ethic and his talent helps him keep poised late in the game.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.